bring in my guest for this hour. Joining us from Los Angeles, California, appellate attorney Matthew Barhoma. Matthew, great to have you with me on this Friday. Great to see you again.
Good to see you, Michael, and very nice suit, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's not often I get compliments on my jackets. All right. So there's a couple of things quickly. The one motion ruling that I wanted to ask you about was this idea of these going into the theater. There were signs that said no weapons allowed. There was a couple of them. One was sort of more picture-based. The other were actual words. The judge decided not to let that evidence come in front of this jury. It was too prejudicial and didn't prove any material facts. To me, it goes to a state of mind of a gentleman who has a gun, sees the signs very clearly. They're right there. You can't miss them. But still decides to go in with his gun. The judge didn't see it that way. Your thoughts on that ruling?
You know, I got to agree with this judge a little bit, Michael, and I'll tell you why. If you put that kind of information in front of a jury, one, it's too administrative in nature, okay? The movie theater is the party that put it up, so not necessarily breaking a law, but maybe doing something taboo. But the second factor to that, and what's more important, is that this is someone who was a police officer. So this is too much for the jury to untangle. Let's focus them. Let's keep them, focused on the hot ticket item, which is this a lethal shooting, or is this a valid shooting or not?
All right, fair enough. If you want to get to justice, maybe just focusing in on what happened inside the theater is probably the best way to go. All right, Matthew, you're out of time for this block, but we'll check in with you in a minute. Coming up next here on Court TV Live, civil rights attorney Ben Crump will join us to discuss the case of Amir Locke and no-knock warrants. And then later in our Talkback segment, we take a look at Brian Flores' discrimination lawsuit against the NFL and ask whether you think there is a lack of diversity in the coaching staff of the NFL and why. Let us know what you think, and we'll share some of your comments later on in the show. Keep it right here on Court TV.
To be honest, I'm just here.